Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to use Hoichi on yourself. Now, I'm sure this isn't going to make sense to people in general. Once you understand how Hoichi works, then you'll know it. And Hoichi can be used on yourself, and that's how I'm able to stay as fit as I am. Is I'm able to find problems before they become a problem. In other words, when they're small, I can get it fixed. And when you see when I explain the body and how it works and all this stuff, you can see how it's all tied together. So when one link is messed up, it's going to continue messing up other things. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I treat myself, and the tools I'm going to be using. This is what I normally use. It's an adjusting tool. There'll be a link down below where I got it. It comes out of England. It's about $350, $400, something like that. Now that's what I use. You can use something like this, and this is what a doctor would use to bang on your knee. And this would work the same thing, a whole lot cheaper. I think this one here is like $40, but you can get them as low as $7 or $8. So, but anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. Is I'm going to be illustrating how you treat yourself with Hoichi. Okay, your feet. When I treat people, I have them laying face down. And I use a massage table and I have them going face down. Their feet hang off the end of the table. This way I can see their feet. It's easier to see the feet. So it is difficult to do this. But once you get the hang of it, it's easy to do. And right there, you can, right here at right there at the heels, right there, you look there, and I'm looking down like this, and I can see the heels match. And that's what you want your feet to do. That is the sign that I look for. So right there, my feet are straight. If my knee or my leg was hurting any little bit, people wait until it gets really bad. But I mean, just any little discomfort. I can come up there and I take my knee, I brush my knee forward, and then I look at the heels. And then I might have to kind of bring my legs up like this because they won't scoot good on the floor like that. I say when I'm on the table, my massage table, then you can see the feet move. But when it's down on the floor like that, they don't want to move real good, so you might have to kind of lift them up a little bit. So then like that, you check it, and it looks good. You come back this way. There it is. I got something right there. And then the top of the kneecap going down, the same thing. You can use this on the kneecap going down, and then I bring it up again, and now it's good. I go to one side, it's good. Go to the other side, it's no good. So then you can go like that. Doesn't have to be hard. And then now, that's good. Okay, I push the shin bone down, and that's good. If it showed up, then you have on the back of your knee, you have two tendons, one on both sides. And then you would hit in the center of that tendon on both sides. And then push it again, and then it's good. And then same thing, the calf, you lift it up. Not good. Okay. Now what you do is you bend the knee, and like I say, the doctors will hit you up here by the kneecap. You want to come down on the shin bone and hit it on the shin bone. And now do it again, and now my feet are straight. Okay, so now we just moved the bottom part of your leg up and down like that. That's what we just did. Okay, now we twist it. I'm twisting it this way and twisting it this way. And now we're checking to see if it's crooked this way. Now check it, it's good. Go the other direction, it's good. Then you come back this way. Check the knee, it's good. Swipe it that way, that's good. Do the same thing on the inside and the outside. Let's say when I went this way, let's say the foot shortened. Then what you do is you come up here and I'm angling it upwards. Okay, and if it was the other direction, I'd angle it downwards. Just whichever way, it's going to fix it. If you do it wrong, the wrong direction, don't worry. You're not going to do any damage. You're not going to make things any worse. You're not hitting it hard enough to do anything. And you do the same thing on the inside of the leg. And then like I say, you check it just by swiping. You do the same thing for both legs. If you really want to find out if your knee's been hurting and you want to find out the exact spot where it's been hurting, there's your kneecap, and then the joint is right here. So you just take one little spot, you poke it, and you look. You go move over about a ½ inch or ¼ inch and do it again, and then look. And as long as your feet stay straight, you're good. But when you get to a spot and one foot shortens, you know that cartilage in that spot is swollen. It's not doing right. And what you do is you just lightly tap it. Not hard, just lightly tap it. What you're doing is stimulating the energy, getting it to come to that spot. And you do the same thing with the knee, or with the ankle. You swipe it. See, I'm swiping it upwards. Come down. It's good. And you can do it by leaning over too. Down. Swipe it like that, and then you go the other direction. The same thing, and you check. And then that will tell you if it needs to be fixed, and if it does, the same thing. You go that direction. If you need to come, if you swipe it this way and it's bad, that means you need to go that way to make it good. And it'll be the other way, like that, if you need to go up. So, and you do the same thing on the outside of your ankle, the same thing. And then another thing you do is you tap your heel and then check it. If it's good, good. And you tap it the other direction. And then there it is, it shows bad. Then what you do is you hit it right there. And then on the back part, going down. And then what you're doing is you just adjusted your foot. You can do the same thing by checking your toes, like that. Or, like I say, like that, like that, like that. This is what I do when I treat people. And I find out if you can do it to yourself also. Okay. The next thing is your hip. If your hip got any kind of discomfort at all, it's the same thing. What you do is you take your hip, there's the joint, the top of the hip bone right there. You swipe it downwards, check your feet. If it's not good, Then you get right up in here. There's a real sensitive spot right there. And then that's where you hit it upwards like that. Okay? And now when you go down, you'll check it and it looks good. So now when you go up, and if you get it one direction, the other direction is going to be bad also. So you're going to go up there and you're going to see it's short, and now you come right up in here, and there's a tender spot right there. That tender spot, you hit it there, like that, and then now you've just moved, you've shifted your hip bone. Okay, now you swipe it upwards like that, and then you swipe it downwards. One of those directions, your feet are going to be bad, and the other direction is going to be good. So if you sweep it this way and it's bad, and you sweep it this way, it's good, we want to go the good direction. So then now you get right at the top of that hip bone, and then you hit it downwards towards your feet, and then you move it upwards, and then you knock it inwards. And what we're doing, we're pushing it down, and we're pushing it back into the socket. Now, the way I learned these moves, these are martial art moves. And like I say, you can hit there, and then like I say, the people go down, they can't use their leg, and scream and holler. It's very painful. And the way to fix it is just what we just talked about. That's the way you fix the hip. So, now, if you have the same problem on the other side, both hips are bad. If you have that, that means your pelvis is twisted. And then, when your pelvis is twisted, the best thing to do is you lay on your stomach and you have your spouse. When you lay on your stomach, you just lay on your stomach and have your spouse take a look, and they will see one foot is shorter than the other. And then that short foot, she jerks on it, just pulls it. And in other words, I'll be face down, and then if this is the short leg, then what they do is they take it and they jerk it down that way. And you will fix, that's how you're going to fix the twisted pelvis. But you need to fix the hips and the knees and the ankles also. If you don't, they're all going to go bad again, and your pelvis is going to twist again. You can use this same technique if your elbow hurts. You see the same thing on your elbow. You swipe it downwards. You look at your feet, swipe it upwards. One foot shortens, you know that's it, and then you hit it that way. And it's the same thing on the other, on right down there. And I see it's kind of sensitive right there. And there it is. It's short. I got one short leg right there. So I push it, I swipe it that way, and it's good. So now, see, I'm hitting it downwards. Now I swipe it back up, and it's good. And then right there, that's no good either. There, that's bad. Now that's good. So now I got to go that way on the inside. See, there's 3 spots you check on the elbow. The inside, the end, and the top. Now the top was good. Yeah, no it's not. It's right there. So my elbow was a little bit out of whack. And now it's good. If I was to leave it, it would start hurting a little bit and a little bit and a little bit more. And the reason it hurts is you're starting to get inflammation. It's starting to swell in the joint. In other words, the elbow wasn't setting in the joint properly. And then, like I say, now I can feel it. There, right there. And the joint right there is where the problem is. Right there. And there it is, showing up on my feet too. So, right there, and there's a little problem. I just lightly hit it. I don't want to hurt it. I'm just trying to get it to adjust right so it'll stay straight. Okay, now also what I would do, there's still a little bit of discomfort right there. What I'm going to do this evening is I'm going to wrap this with Silverlone. And we talked about how the body heals through the night. And when I wrap this with the Silverlone, then I'll be healed up the next day and it'll be ready to go. I don't wait for it to get bad. And you do the same thing with your wrist. And like I say, all you got to do, just watch your feet, and then you just touch your wrist, and you just move over. There's a lot of little bones right in here, and you just keep touching them one at a time. And then when you're hurting, and you're going to find them, and then when you find them, then the same thing. You just kind of hit them, just lightly tap them. That's all you got to do. And then same thing on the back side. And if you do it when it's still fresh, in other words, it's not really real painful, then you can fix this stuff. Now if you wait and let it get bad, well then carpal tunnel and all this kind of stuff, carpal tunnel doesn't come all of a sudden. It's been going for a long period of time. It's just now it's bothering you really bad. So, but this is the way you can fix carpal tunnel before it becomes carpal tunnel. Like I say, 90-95% of anything that you think is wrong with you is symptoms. That's mainly symptoms. Anything that's wrong, 90-95% of it is symptoms. If you get that 5 or 10% fixed, then those symptoms will all go away. That's why I say I don't really treat the symptoms. I use the symptoms to lead me to what the problem is, and then I'll fix it. So, but I say, and it'd be the same thing on your fingers. It doesn't make any difference. You swipe it one way and swipe it the other way. Now this right here is the heart. So I go like that. My heart's good. There's the pericardium. Well, pericardium looks like I got a little something going on in the pericardium. That doesn't fix it. It's just notifying me what's going on. Right, here's the colon. And my colon's acting up. And it's on the left side. That's the colon going down. This is the colon, the descending colon. And I'm going to check it. Okay, now I look at my feet. They're straight. I check my colon. There it is. My colon is acting up right there. I'll do some cupping, and that'll get that fixed. And let's see. We'll try the other side. This is the ascending colon on this side, and it's good on this side. Transvestis, that's the colon going along this, going from one side to the other. And that's good. So it's just my descending colon is the thing that's acting up. And then right there's my liver. Liver's good. Stomach. The stomach's showing. I did something you're not supposed to do, and I don't do it too often. I had ice cream and brownies today, so that's why my stomach is showing up. Dairy, you stay away from dairy. It's probably been a couple months since I had any dairy, so my niece made some brownies, and I had to have some ice cream to go with my brownies, and so it messed up my stomach. But like I say, it will clear because I don't make a habit of doing this stuff. That's why I say you have to get in good habits. But you can check pretty much a lot of your body by doing this to yourself. You may not be able to treat it, but you can check it. The back is the problem that I have, and because I can't treat my own back. But now I've been staying so healthy that my back doesn't bother me anymore. So, and that's another reason I keep all this fixed, so then my back doesn't get a chance to go bad. And but anyway, this is how you check yourself with Hoichi. These are the tools you use. Okay, I do offer a Hoichi class online, and it'll lead you to videos that you'll know everything about how to treat someone. Like I say, Hoichi is what I use to make friends. Hurt backs is easy to fix. And then when you start going to joints and stuff, they're a little bit more trickier, but I just showed you how to do it. And it's a lot easier working on other people than it is doing it to yourself. But anyway, this is Mike, Hoichi Master, Mike Mall.